I am predicting a map win, according to the fact that I assume MDF will pick a map that he's superior to Madix on. But we'll see about that. It also could be brainless predictions. I mean, I don't know. You know what I'm capable of. Let's get started here. Map 1 here of day 5. And I'm going to actually switch over to Madix, because he did pick this map first. And actually, at DreamHack Summer 2012, he beat Rafa on this map with very little practice. So, you know, I'm having a hard time imagining MDF getting the win here. But who knows? Who knows? Madix getting himself a center map already. Just being very patient, going, is he going to come out? Is he going to try and get himself the rocket launcher? If he does, going to have a rocket to his head. But it looks like MDF, you can see, he's very weak on health and armor. But he's got himself the lightning gun and the rocket launcher. That's definitely going to be helping him out a lot now. If he kept the LG, he would have been able to do a huge amount of damage. In the end, Madix might actually get a kill instead. Fortunately for MDF, Madix doesn't have an LG, or he more than certainly would have died there. And Madix restocking up on the rockets. Oh, he's found MDF, who's actually being a massive nuisance with that lightning gun. And thanks to that, Madix is fortunate enough to have MDF is fortunate enough to have Madix lower than he'd like to be. And he's giving actually him a lot of respect before chasing around that choke point. Red and Mega spawning at the same time. Let's see if MDF is gonna try and pick up on one of these. Red is up. Has he gone for it? No, he is still strolling around the yellow armors for now. He might be able to go and get that lightning gun yellow still. It's a minute and a half in, and Madix still does not have that lightning gun. You can certainly tell that he is taking his time on this one. And at last, he finds it. He has got the two immensely important weapons on this map. And he's now down on the red armor early on. MDF, if he's got timing on Mega Health, he can go and pick it up immediately. But Madix is quick enough out of the red armor area that MDF is not able to do this. You can see that he's thinking about this. He's not rushing mindlessly around the map. Madix is trying to strategize in his head exactly what he's going to be doing next. And he wants to go here, take the top route, get a bit of higher ground. This is going to be hard for MDF to push in on red armor. And now Madix is like, get the hell out of this room. This is my zone. You stay back here in the corridors. And this might be enough for him to feel confident to go in for a kill. He's been weakened a lot. Starting stack. There's the yellow. MDF gets in his way. And that's where it all went wrong for him. We got first blood. And he's got enough lightning gun over here to push MDF back miles away. There's that rocket. No profitable activities there. But it's all good. Madix has managed to maintain control after his first frag. So this looks very good for him. If he takes this red as soon as it spawns, then it's going to be clashing with Mega. And yeah, he pretty much, a second and a half between them, but that's, that is essentially a big clash there. Problem is though for MDF, it might not even matter because I don't think he's got timing on the major items anyway. So right now he's just relying on the fact that he's able to run back and forth between the two yellow armors, maybe get shards from time to time. This would take him a good 50 seconds to stack up to 200 armor. Plasma gun not too bad, but Madix's LG I think a little more scary. And MDF, if he's not careful, will go down. He took the 50 health bubble. He's trying to hit the sweet spot here. Oh, great rocket! Madix had to be very concerned for his safety for just a moment then. MDF is going back through the yellow armor. It's actually a great move for MDF to take that yellow, but I don't think he's going to be able to get the other one. Yeah, Madix nicely cutting him off there. Oh, is he going to drop down? Oh, he even craters! That very unfortunate then. So we've got a 2-frag difference now. And I'm going to go over to MDF and see what he's going to be up to during, the remaining 6 minutes. Let's have a look if he can strategize at all. Maybe get himself some armor. This yellow's up. Oh, he's going to take a bit of damage, but he's going to get all the armor from it. Tries to do as much damage as possible. But in the end, it was fairly weak. And right off the spawn, Madix is going to find him. This is a pummel to the face. But he would have needed a good 4 more or so for it to kill him. Madix does need those rockets, so he should be just moving in here, bully around, Unfortunately for him, he doesn't have anyone to bully. Oh, MDF just walks in to take a rocket to the legs. But you can tell that Madix looks very comfortable on this map. He's in that dominant position. Oh, the MDF once again just walks right into a rocket. Oh, here it is. The algae should be enough to take him out. 5 to -1 now, and, well, yeah, Madix just looking better and better as the further time goes on. MDF had an interesting start, but I don't think he had really the confidence to continue making his moves or trying to transform something into a little bit of control. I think he may be fearing Madix a tiny bit here. And Madix is someone you know, one should give respect to, but not too much. As if you keep giving too much respect to a player, then you're really gonna wreck your own strategies. Oh dear, he's gonna be knocked up into the air by the rocket. He's trying to run away. The lightning gun will shave away all his health. And I think really, providing Madix doesn't make any enormous errors, then he should be completely sorted to take us 1-0 going into map 2. And I think we've got a 3-0 prediction there by Funnybee. It's very possible. I mean, MDF, he's definitely going to have to step things up if he wants chances. He actually gets thrown into the lava. Surprised he had enough health really to survive that endeavor. And Madix is going to catch him out here. He should have enough LG ammo to take him out, if he even wants to finish it with that. Nope, rockets will do the job nicely. Oh god, right off the spawn, and MDF is going to come back for some more. Yeah, Madix having a good time. MDF not so much. But yeah, definitely out of any map, I think this would be possibly the hardest one for MDF. I was certainly waiting to see how Madix is looking on the other ones. I know he's very strong here, but how well practiced is he everywhere else? I mean, surely if you split the elo into individual maps, he'd be 2,200 plus here. And MDF, I think I used to play some CTF with him. It looks like he's a TDMer as well now. I remember back in the day, he used to play all kinds of game modes. MDF's certainly been around for a while, but has his focuses on maybe other game types been affecting his dual play a little bit? Well, we'll have to see as we're going to move over to another map. So certainly expecting MDF to really pull some better moves than he has over here. He's completely let the score snowboard. Yeah, letting the score snowboard is a bad thing to do. But you know, off the spawn, running towards him, and maybe not being as stealthy as he could. That upper corridor where the 50 health bubble, the way Madix is heading now, this is such a dangerous area, and Madix likes to spam this corridor. Yeah, MDF has got to be ultra careful before he can cross that, because that's really the point of vision. If someone is in control, they're up on the center map, that's where they're looking at to see, okay, now I know what side of the map you're on, and now it's even easier for me to set up a trap for you, well, onto you. Well, you know, it shouldn't necessarily be easier if the other player is being tricksy. If you do stick yourself in that lightning gun room, then you might have a very hard time getting out of it if you've got little to no armor. I think hopefully Blood Run though is going to be a different story for him, because this certainly isn't the game that he's going to want to remember.
1 minute warning.
Oh dear. Jumps up, rockets, explosions everywhere. Explosive. I think MDF, you might want to be continuing the warm-up a little bit, going towards the end of the timer. He's probably not really focusing so much on his duel game at the moment. He's probably like, okay, I want to kill, and B, I just want to be feeling my aim really well going into the second map, because he knows how much is at stake at the moment. You know, he probably knows that Madix isn't a player who's completely out of range of, you know, possibility for him to beat. I certainly only give him maybe a 20 to 15% chance of beating Madix, but there's a chance. We've seen some games this week where it's, you know, where there is very little chance of one player beating them. At MDF, he's certainly got those opportunities. Guys, GG 20 to -2, a pretty excessive scoreline here on Lost World. And hopefully for MDF that's going to be changing over into the next map. Let's change up those scores and we can push ourselves back into the studio. Okie dokie. Right, so bit of a blowout here on map 1. Things going to be changing on map 2. I can feel it. I can feel it completely. Blood Run though, let's have a look at MDF again. I want to see how much has he played Blood Run. Whoa! Blood Run is 75% of his games played. So yeah, I think that's another way you can read if he's going to win a map. That's a lot of Blood Runs played. And if he loses this, then I can totally see this 3-0 happening. But let's get ourselves in game here. I'm going to watch MDF off the beginning here on map 2. And see what kind of damage he's able to deal this time round. And there we are, MDF point of view. Madix going to drop down, almost hurting a huge amount straight away. MDF is going to have to be very quick over to the red armor. But he wants to be careful because actually Madix took the top yellow. And MDF can't really challenge in these kind of fights until he picks up the rocket launcher himself. Madix probably realizing that he still doesn't have that weapon. And I'm curious to see if he wants to block off that item from him. Oh, Madix is sitting down on the side trying to set a little trap, and wow, the rockets are going to take him out. MDF did virtually no damage at all. He couldn't get through the teleporter. Oh gosh. Devastating. What? And that rocket hit directly. Yeah, he picked up a 25 health bubble afterwards. And here it is. MDF maybe trying to get some better rockets in. But Madix's combat skills are looking fiery as hell right now. That's a horrible start for MDF. I mean, it wasn't meant to be. He had lots of items. He had the mega. He had the red. And Madix turned it around. You know, you don't generally expect those traps to go quite as well as that one just did. Well, that plasma taking Madix down to 20 health. A lot of 25 health bubbles have already been taken on the map, so 100 is all that Madix will have to live with until this yellow spawns. You see, he's trying to smell him out, expecting him to be nearby. MDF, in truth, has only taken that top yellow.
Impressive.
Wow, the Madix's shots at the moment. I haven't seen Madix playing quite like this in a while. I'm very interested to see if he can actually maybe blow this map out as well and surprise me. My god, man. He's making these angles look really, really easy. And, okay, sure, it was straight down the hallway, but it's basically a couple of pixels there at his side, unless you're getting that zoom on the go, which wouldn't surprise me. And now Madix is looking like he just wants to control the entire map. Both yellows will spawn simultaneously, and Madix, he might actually let MDF take the lower yellow. Then, once Madix has taken the upper yellow, he can head down to the mega, then move over to red. And well, in his mind, he's probably expecting that maybe a kill is going to come out of this on the way through his rotation. It's up to MDF really to get out of his face. And it looks like that's exactly what's happened. MDF knows that he has to play it slow. He's down below, seeing if he can pick up a bit of damage. Interesting fakey fail shot? I don't know. Oh, they've got the drop down here, and wow, the damage. MDF just went straight backwards. 49% LG now. MDF's got to know something was wrong with his dodge then. And the rail is connecting. Madix, my man. He is making beautiful things happen right now. So I wonder if Madix is going to continue preparing like he has been for this tournament. If he manages to get through to round 3, and if he beats, I think it would be Funny Beat that he'll play, although I will have to check afterwards. And if he gets over to the main event, I wonder how far he could go. Because maybe before DreamHack I'd have thought, well, even at DreamHack he's just cannon fodder. But now it's like, okay, Swedish Championships, bring it on. I was at one point one of the country's top duelers, and he wants to do it all over. MDF, I'm super surprised at how hard a time he's having. I would call MDF a pretty accomplished player. You know, he's at a decent level in multiple game types. It looks like Madix is just making mincemeat of him. 7-0 right now. And he's just, Madix is everywhere. He's like, okay, peak rail, now I'm gone. You cannot return fire. Another rail, oh, he misses the final one. And the lightning gun will do the job. Still, yeah, those are impressive accuracies we're getting from him. And Madix can get top yellow, he can make it over to red. He's going to spot MDF on the sideline. MDF may be able to do some damage now. Lightning gun though coming out. So red finally getting stolen. And now we're going over to the lower yellow. But Madix just seems in perfect control of everything that's going on. Now he might not be so much. 39 health. One rail will take him down, and it's going to be a trade. MDF is on the board, and at last, Madix is going to be losing control of all the weapons. And maybe even all the items. Yeah, MDF not having the rockets. Oh, and taking that time out to do this is going to cost him. He gets a rocket to rail combo. Almost getting taken down by a direct air rocket. Let's have a look how MDF's doing. I mean, he's supposedly hitting alright, however, I don't know exactly how many shots he has fired. But he is giving himself a lot of work to do here in the remaining half of this game. I mean, possibly even too much. We'll just have to see how much Madix is willing to give him. That was a nice little move. We're finally getting to see a bit of MDF cam time. And maybe he's going to be able to offer us a little bit more spark than just that. Ages until items drop. This is going to be a good time to find a kill, but Madix is just immediately making that transition to the teleporter. MDF finds him at the top. Can he cut him off? Madix is probably going to be doubling and tripling back here to avoid confrontation. And MDF is actually choosing to go in here when the Mega Health is available. This could be bad if he chases directly for too long, because if Madix jumps down, he might win the race to Mega Health. He is going to. And MDF is going to have to, well, he's actually going for the damage. Madix flying through the air, and actually I don't think that was too bad. And you can tell MDF, he wants to be aggressive. Not bad damage, not bad damage. He's going to keep on chasing. Madix, is he going to go for the jump? Oh, he missed it, and the rocket is going to fall down and get him his second kill. Yeah, that direct chase almost went horribly wrong. But he made it work. Oh, those rockets. He needs this Mega to spawn without taking any of these direct shots. Oh my gosh, sidestepping everything. But he does get a third frag. Okay, so he's actually on the right way, the right path to a comeback. Game on? Quite possibly. Okay, so top yellow being taken by Madix. Lower yellow on the rotation soon. MDF needs to move over there fast. And he gets there at the right time, in fact. Madix won't be able to take it. The LG is phenomenal as well. MDF can try and cut him off somewhere else. Even going for the shards. Okay, so he needs to get from Mega to red very fast. Okay, he's going to go on the direct chase again. I think, yep, he's letting Madix get to the top yellow. But you know, this isn't much. He's not giving away much at all. There could have been a rail over there. There's a jump down here. Additional rockets being given. And Madix probably would have heard that rocket jump and doubled back into the room. There it is. He gets himself yellow, but he's paying the price. Uh-oh, so is MDF now. 2 rails that hit him. He wants to move in. He's got to watch out. One good rocket here, and it can completely wreck his comeback. He's going to have to jump down. He's got to take a risk somewhere. And he's going across. This is a nice move. Madix, he had the rail out, but he's run out of ammunition here on the LG. Plasma from both players. Rail's missing, though. If he can hit it, maybe it would be a kill. Oh, Plasma, I can't believe it. And Madix is going to be able to win Mega Health. MDF needed to hit the shots and get the kill there and then. very messy fights there, and maybe seeing a little bit of nerves coming out from MDF. And we've been seeing that quite a lot all week from many of the competitors. Madix, he looks pretty stable at the moment. You know, he may have given up a couple of frags, but he looked like he had it under control. His plus backing skills were more than adequate. Oh, even hitting the rail there. How hard is Madix hitting right now? Oh, he's got one rail, 73 health left though. A rail would kill him. Not anymore though. Yellow gonna put a little bit of a safety net around him. MDF is like, yeah, I can trap you on the red. Oh, you've got 6 times more health than I have. Maybe I better back off back into my coffin. And with 30 seconds to go, I mean, there was no time then at all. Hello! MDF, always check your surroundings. You never know where you're going to get trapped. I'm sure he wasn't putting quite the same amount of focus into that as he was earlier on in the game when he was trying to make a comeback. And, you know, I think with this map win, then we should be seeing the 3-0 coming out. It's going to be up to map number 3 to determine that. We'll find out in a minute exactly what that is going to be. I think it's toxicity, but once again, GG. And let's alter those scores yet again here. So, I wonder what people are thinking of Madix at the moment. When was the last time you guys saw Madix really performing awesomely? It's got to have been not since 2012-ish. I mean, I think he did okay at DreamHack Winter. But I don't think we were going to DreamHack Winter and thinking, Madix, this is the guy who's going to be challenging for, you know, top spots at the moment or anything like that. And, you know, there was certainly a time where Madix was kind of the dark horse in a lot of the tournaments that he entered in. I wonder if this is going to be the case again this time round. Guys, we're going to get ourselves into map number 3 here. It's match point. It's actually campgrounds. I think Toxicity was going to be after this. Let's start it off. I'm going to go to Madix at the beginning because presumably he has picked this map as it is the 3rd. And he's gone to investigate the red armor, so he knows that it was picked up extremely fast. Even getting a little bit of machine gun damage, and why the hell not? And get rockets and oh, actually MDF right in front of him. I like the standstill dodge we saw from Madix, but what came after wasn't quite as strong. And MDF's got to get out of here. Oh, he's coming out for a bit more damage. He's going to be super weak. Machine gun. I'm curious how much health he had. He just took a 25 HP bubble, so he went down to 10 HP. 1 now. Can he make the move on? Oh, he gets onto staircase and we've got no craters at the moment. Oh, the plasma actually decent. 100 HP left here for Madix. Oh, 1 rocket. He can't get the switch in time. You could tell that Madix was sweating a little bit during that fight. Is the pressure going to keep on piling on? I think MDF might have to keep on going. This might be the only way for him to get into control early on. If he lets Madix retain his control, then he's in trouble. There it is. Fantastic move. Exactly what MDF needed to do. But he's going to have to be fast. He's going to miss out on the Mega right now. Oh, but Madix hasn't turned up. He's late. And now MDF can go over, get himself a position for red. Is he going to do this? Oh, wow. We've just had a fantastic series of plays for him. He needs to hit a rail, though. If he takes 2, then he's got to at least fire 1 in return, considering the amount of control he has compared to Madix. Okay, now Madix is weak. 1 more rail for the kill. And that's going to be landing. That yellow still is about to spawn, though. What? It spawned. Has not been taken, and MDF has heard it. He's checking over there, but he does not want to go there. He knows if he goes over to yellow... Oh, wow, what a steal from Madix. Perfect timing. If anything, MDF had to go back to red even sooner. Madix just getting 2 major items back to back. Oh, MDF missing that 2nd rail. Should definitely have been hitting that one. 1 rail. We're going to get another 10 points of health remaining. Madix with a 2 frag advantage. Is MDF going to chase? He's going to be late for it. He does come up the bounce pad and get himself a rocket. But this is certainly not enough. And Max should have time even to jump onto Mega if he fancies it. Oh, well, what a read as well. The rocket's going to hit directly. 1-2 knockout. And there it is, another denial. And this is this going to be the point in the map where Madix starts getting back into the rhythm and snowballing into a monstrous lead? Or is MDF going to be able to hold on to things a little more? He's moving into this room, and maybe he shouldn't have done that. Maybe he should have just seen that he was there, not crossed more than a couple of feet, and then pushed backwards. Yeah, he's going to die once again. Great LG from Madix. I mean, he is hitting awesomely at the moment. I see questions in chat. No, Aero Walk is not in the map pool at the moment. Oh, MDF, he could have finished it with an air rocket. He's put Madix down to 19 points of HP. Oh, great rallying. Madix knowing exactly where MDF is going to be appearing on his screen. Oh, he is seeing some fantastic reads here from Madix. He seems to have a great understanding of MDF's game. He's like, okay, yep, you want to go for the rail? Yep, down below. Do you want to go for the red? If you want to go for the red, then you're in trouble. Oh, okay, he's going for Mega quickly. Get there and try and do damage on him. Yeah, finally for MDF, Madix is actually a little bit too late to this situation to do damage. Madix did not like missing that rail. Did you see that? A little turn of the mouse, just checking. That's kind of one of the things players will do if they see they're missing a couple of shots. It's like, right, let's just check the mouse still working, and yep, it's still a mouse, and let's carry on with the game. I know I do that as well, so if I'm getting really unhappy with how things are going, but it's alright. Madix shouldn't be too unhappy because he's been playing a formidable game this series. And Red's going to be up in a couple of seconds. Is Madix going to go over there? He needs to be around to fire at least a rail. Red's up. And there it is. He moves down. Couldn't get the angle from above in time. Rocket actually lands. And that's, wow, Madix keeps on hitting the rails. MDF has got to be getting super frustrated from this. Are we going to have another mind-blowing rocket from nowhere hitting him directly? He might even go up the bounce pad now. Yep. Oh, he's going to, but the rocket's from MDF. Saving his ass. The drop down, though, might not. And Madix is just waiting for him to make a move because he knows he's got enough lightning gun power to just shave off the rest of his HP. I think that would have been a huge overkill. I can't imagine MDF had more than 20 health or so towards the end. And, you know, maybe MDF should get himself to grips with some other maps in the pool. I see that he plays a lot of Blood Run, and which is good. It's not a terribly bad thing to really get 100% understanding on one map. You know, play it a lot because you really understand the fundamentals of Duel. But then again, you're limiting your map knowledge or your game knowledge to just the map knowledge, essentially, and you're not able to translate those things onto other maps. I mean, sure, if you learn a lot of different maps and you play all sorts, then you might be a jack of all trades, great at lots of different things, but not amazing at anything in particular. But then you do have the advantage of, you know, in a tournament, you're going to be playing pretty consistently over all the maps, whereas your opponents might be very erratic. And you can take advantage of that. And then, of course, you have the point where you duel a lot and you get really good at all of the maps. And, well, you're not really a jack of all trades because you are literally just awesome at everything. And that's what you really get with the pros. We're 13-2 at the moment, and it looks like Madix is just going to be rolling this one home. And he's actually going to kill himself. He's like, nope, I had enough of life at the moment. Let's go have a fresh spawn. 10 frags to go. Here we are. Wow, those rocks are way too close, and MDF even gets to pick off another. But he's going to the wrong armor. Red will be Madix's. And yellow will be MDF. Oh, what? Madix still hasn't gone over there. He picks it up, but this should be another one. Okay, that's alright. But MDF, he has a very limited amount of armor. Oh, a great opportunistic move. And Madix just a tiny bit too fast for him. Tester Strong saying there's still time. Of course there is still time. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to let you guys down. 2.5 minutes. I mean, still with 2.5 seconds, this is perfectly manageable. Is he going to go at the bounce back? He's positioning himself like, yep, I want to do this. And Madix makes a move across, good rail. And this is it, MDF trying to make a comeback. But has he left himself enough time? Because he was so rushed on Blood Run when he was trying to make his comeback. And Madix could kind of abuse that a little bit. Make some risky runs. And then eventually just get the damage going for himself. Oh no, 2 rails for 1 at the moment. At 3 make it, but the LG, he's actually going to kill Madix. Or, well, force Madix to kill himself before he takes Mega. Oh wow, Madix hitting like a truck at the moment. MDF's got to do damage on red right now, and he's not going to be in time. 23 points of health. And he's out of here. Madix even going for vertical shotgun blasts. Nothing hitting this time though. MDF has got to watch everything. Wow, Madix even gets the angle, and that's if there was a tiny little hope in hell that something was going to happen, then that hope's been crushed, destroyed. And well, as I've said earlier in the series, Madix looking solid. Going to be a bigger test for him next 3 in round 3 to see who's going to be able to go through. And you know what? It's tough to have favorites in this tournament because there's a lot of very exciting players.
Impressive.
A lot of them with very different game styles. And I didn't get to reach out when I asked before, but I mean, yeah, Madix. It's been a while since I've seen people doing, you know, when you have the cooler chat. Oh, here we are. He's going for another one, but no fortune. Nice little move. You know those little cooler binds that people have where it goes kind of, you know, horizontal and the cooler vertically and such. And I haven't seen the Madix one done in quite a while. And I wonder if there's going to be a little Madix love on the forums as we step into round 3. Because I certainly think he is going to be deserving of some support for sure. Fortunately though, we're going to be saying goodbye to MDF today from On Fire. And it's going to be a 3-0 victory for Madix, and well, he is sorted. He's like, I'm out of here. I have done what I needed to do. Now he can start his weekend. Okay. So guys, that was game